the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel State, where the legacy of the late, great Sam Mills lives on with each pound of the drum. And that means we are ready for football here at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, the final dress rehearsal, week 3 of the preseason. And we got a good matchup on tap, as it'll be the Dragons of London taking on the Carolina Panthers. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Breaks through the contact. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Howard. Short throw to Smith. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the London first down.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back in the 46. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 12.
A handoff for Warren. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. We saw plenty of throws like this in Columbus last year. He's got his guys a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Dragons.
They toss it to Warren. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Panthers' 21-yard line.
Back to throw. Howard. It's caught. It's Miller. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run here with Gainwell. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw. Howard to the goal line, but it's incomplete. A big play. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So a good challenge there. The look pretty conclusive. The feet were in, and it's a completed pass. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
His second year in the league certainly didn't go the way that he thought it would. In fact, a lot of whispers around the team and around the league that maybe he was not going to be the guy. Ended up getting benched, took his time, watched the game, and then came back better than ever. Second year in the same offense with the same head coach should lead to an even bigger jump in year 3.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
The coverage by Joey Porter Jr.
Young to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Howard. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On play action, Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Check, pitch. Let's go now.
Now Young. And that one too wide and incomplete. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Young. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
That's good for Panthers.
Check right.
A former Oklahoma State Cowboy, it's Chuba Hubbard. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 32-yard
Check,
line.
pitch.
They go play action. Young. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Tershawn Wharton, the one to get him to the ground on the defensive side.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. That's to the veteran. It's Robert Woods. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Up the middle, Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw McCarthy. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mason. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. And Diggs has it. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Hey! Deputy Ryan!
Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Mason. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Throwing again is Dart. This will be caught at about the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Dart going to look to throw here. Touchdown! Devontae Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dragons will extend their lead here just before halftime. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for two.
The offense will line up for a two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for two and having the normal amount of points, so that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've got back to where they want to be, they'll try it out there for the next one.
Chris Boswell set to kick
So
off.
just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
That one behind his man, incomplete. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you. The rain, maybe not quite as heavy as it was earlier, but still coming down pretty good as we prepare for the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people would think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of run away from it in the first half. I think they get back in balance. It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39.
Off play action. Howard. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He hits his target, Rocket. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the give, it's Warren. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jalen Warren, 49 yards. And the Dragons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point now by Boswell. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown.
Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Looking to put a drive together.
26-yard line.
Come on.
It's Young off play action. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set, ready. 30.
Back to throw. Oh, Young loses it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Here's Sam Martin now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for, no gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time. They're looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Howard. Left side complete to Lockett. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
Preseason.
yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah. I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we set. Put. Blue 32.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. But he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Young from the shotgun. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd
Down. Ready.
They bring a receiver in motion right. Young. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. There's Sam Martin now. As he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dragons offense and their running back Jalen Warren headed back onto the field. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Short throw to Smith. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's got this down to the 35. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And some room to work. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
London, first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
McCarthy off the play fake. Short throw to Smith. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They try the left side with Johnson. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Scotty Miller, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dragons have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was concluded on the touchdown pass to Scotty Miller. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Dalton and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Dalton now to pass. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield here, Dalton. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
And Dalton to throw. Back to the sideline. It's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter, that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now again, a run with gain 1. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now a first down carry by Jones. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they can't bring him down. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Dalton and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. So Dalton now.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 79 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
1st down, Dragons.
They'll go again to Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and 3.
3rd down. Here's Mason. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
First down carry here for Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer at 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Freaking out of bounds.
But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up first and 10 at their own 42.
That was hit, and Dalton lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night. And I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan. Then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone. Spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not. You know I'm hot. How many licks till the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I moonwalked in a UFO. Mic my shoes with a Christmas wreath. Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on stage in your backpack filled with a new disease. Telling my doubts I'm hard to please. We don't care, we bounce on clouds. Sing off key and we're still too loud. Biscuit drops, the place explodes. Jumping through life in my pantyhose. Still no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't